Welcome to Voodoo Whiskey Gaming, and this is my late review of Amplitude. I played it on the PS4. I think that's the only thing it's available on. Now, Amplitude is 100% a throwback for me. It's a continuation of the Frequency game from the PS2. Man, quite a while ago. Specifically, this is Amplitude 2016. There was one that came out after Frequency on the PS2, and it really kind of jumped ship on the same kind of music as Frequency. By that I mean it went from an electronica game, being Frequency, to being some kind of like pop music title for the original Amplitude. But this Amplitude is a return to that electronica. Now, it's a music game, and oddly enough, there is a campaign, and I don't really understand it. But I guess the idea is you're playing these musical tracks to connect synapses in the brain of somebody in a coma or something like that. Let's face it, who the fuck cares about the campaign? Because, well, it's a music game. You're there to play and hear the music. Which, speaking of, honestly, some of the music is really hit or miss for me. Some of it feels like this kind of experimental electronica that doesn't really go with what I want to hear, but some of it I really, really enjoyed. And at the end of the day, if you enjoy listening to the music in these games, that's what really matters, I think. Then you've got the gameplay and controls, and this is a harmonics game, so it's definitely going down a pathway, hitting the notes, but instead of something like Guitar Hero where you have a guitar peripheral, you're using the controller and you're hitting specific buttons to hit specific notes. If you've played the Frequency of old, you can definitely see how this is a sequel, and going down the pathways, hitting the gems, and trying to keep in line with the music and keep each track going without screwing the pooch. There's quite a few songs to unlock. There's a multiplayer, which I couldn't give a shit about. I don't care about multiplayer when it comes to these music games. I just want to enjoy the music and playing it. When it comes to the controls, those are actually really good, and obviously they have to be in a game like this since it's basically one long QuickTime event. You're trying to press these buttons in rhythm with the music and making sure you don't screw up so you don't jack up your score. No complaints, I think they were perfect. As for graphics, this doesn't need to be the most glorious game you've ever seen, but it does use a lot of really cool colors, and I don't know, it's just pretty to look at. But unfortunately, that's all in the background, and you don't necessarily notice some of those cooler designs. I will say, when I was taking screen caps for this review, you could see some really interesting details in the ships if you look closely enough. And when you're actually playing, you probably won't see that, but if you take a moment and look, it's pretty damn cool that they put in those details. Now, it may sound like I really enjoyed this game, and I actually did enjoy this game, but I just have issues with the price tag considering what's there. There's a good amount of music, but 20 bucks is a lot. I think if it was 15, I'd be more comfortable giving it a full-on buy. So instead of a full-on buy this game, I'm gonna say if you're a big fan of music games, if you've played the previous Frequency from way back when, then yeah, it's worth the 20 bucks. Otherwise, you may just want to wait for a sale. Okay, so in the comments below, why don't you tell me if you've played the original Frequency or Amplitude? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And if you like what I'm doing in general, share, subscribe. Have a good one.